Good morning. It's Monday, September 1st, and it happens to be the first Monday in September, and it's Labor Day, a federal holiday in the United States which is celebrated on the first Monday of September to honor and recognize the American labor movement and the works and the contributions of the laborers to the development and the achievements of the United States. And that's what they say about it. And it started in the 19th century as the trade union and labor movements grew. Trade unionists proposed that a day be set aside to celebrate Labor Day. And it was promoted by the Central Labor Union and the Knights of Labor, which organized the first parade in the city of New York. And by the time it became an official federal holiday in 1894, 30 states in the United States officially celebrated Labor Day. And Canada also celebrates Labor Day on the first Monday in September. And more than 150 other countries celebrate International Workers' Day on May 1st. And that has an interesting history associated with it also. That's called May Day. And May Day is a holiday that many of us who leaned to the left side politically celebrated. And May Day was chosen by the Second International Socialist and Communist parties to commemorate the general labor strike in the United States and events leading to the Haymarket affair, which occurred in Chicago from May 1st to May 4th. And that was not a good time for the history of the United States. So in the beginnings, when the trade union and labor movements grew, diverse groups of trade unionists chose a variety of days on which to celebrate labor. And in the United States, the September holiday was called Labor Day, and it was first proposed in the 1880s. Now, there are many different stories about this account, about this day. There are many different accounts of the event's origin. Descendants of two men with similar last names claim their great-grandfather was the true father of the holiday. According to one early history of Labor Day, the event originated in conjunction with the General Assembly of the Knights of Labor, which convened in New York City on September 1882. And in connection with this clandestine Knights Assembly, a public parade of various labor organizations was held on September 5th under the auspices of the Central Labor Union of New York. And the secretary of the Central Labor Union is credited with first proposing that a National Labor Day holiday be created. And they argued for the first Monday of each September in response to the successful public demonstration. So you see, Labor Day came about by the working class in this country getting together and striving for such a day. And eventually it came to pass. And they have different histories about Labor Day. And some people believe it was the brainchild of a gentleman called Peter J. McGuire, the vice president of the Federation of Organized Trades and Labor Unions, which was the beginning of the American Federation of Labor. That's the AFL, a very famous labor union for those of you who don't remember. And this came about because he visited Canada and he saw parades celebrating on May 1st or something like that. So according to history, on May 8th in 1882, there was a proposition proposed to the beginning of the Central Labor Union in New York that a day be set aside for a general holiday for laboring classes. So if you look into the history of Labor Day and the history of September, the first day in September, and the history of May 1st, you'll find that we we in the United States had strong labor movements and strong feelings for the people who work hard to make this country great, even though right now we are not really that great to our working classes. We're not paying most people enough to survive. I shouldn't say they're not paying most people. We're not paying many people. There's probably 50 million people in this country that are underpaid. So there's still a lot of work to be done by the labor movement in this country. But it's an interesting day. It's a People's Day. And so I think I've talked enough about this, so I leave you now. Have a great day. Have a great Labor Day. Take care. Bye.